Hello everybody. I had gotten a couple, well actually a lot, of comments and emails about how I tied my flat knots and my bows on my cards. So I thought I would do a quick tutorial on what I do. Like I said, I don't do anything super complicated or fancy, and hopefully you can follow this, but I've placed my ribbon under my card like I was going to wrap my ribbon around. And we'll do the flat knot first. I cross my ribbon, right side on top, and then the right side underneath. And then when I pull, right side will go to the bottom, left side goes to the top. So that it looks like this. So your right side went down, left side gets pulled up. Then taking this top ribbon, make a loop. Taking your bottom ribbon, go through the loop. And this upper right side, you just kind of want to leave laying here. Hold on to it, but you don't want to pull it. You want to pull this bottom left side down, and that's going to give you the flat knot. So hopefully you can see this. So I'm pulling this left side, just holding on to my right. And I kind of hold that knot and I just pull. And then you can go in and pull it flat. And then I would trim my sides. And you can kind of, work it a bit, but that's how I do my knots. And then moving on to my ribbon bows. Again, same thing. Crossing my ribbon, right side over left, right side under, pulling down. So left side gets pulled up, right side gets pulled down, kind of like you're wrapping a present. My dogs want to enter the conversation again. Make a loop with that top ribbon. I'm going to show you two different ways. This is one way. Then I would take this bottom right side and wrap around, just like you're doing a regular bow, pushing through and then pulling. And this, of course, you have to, with any bow, you kind of have to fidget with it a little bit. They never seem to come out right the first time. So I'm just kind of pulling to the size that I want. And then you can kind of pull it up and pull it down. And that gives you a flat bow. And usually what I do is I'll put a couple pieces of score tape underneath of here so it's secure to my card. And then I will also, after I've kind of moved my bow where I want it, I will go underneath with a glue dot under the knot and put that down so it stays. And like I said, you have to fidget with it. And of course I would trim these tails off. But that's one way I do. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I would do a side bow. Same beginning technique. Right side over, left, right side under, pulling flat. Fix this. And then I do bunny ears. So I would make bunny ears from the top, bunny ears from the bottom, and then I crisscross them and loop them, just like you're tying a regular bow. Of course with satin ribbon I always am a little fumbly because that tends to slip and slide on you. And so this would be, this out. This would be a side bow. Like I said, you have to kind of fiddle with them a bit. To get them where you want them to be. And then of course I would trim these ends be a side bow. Now if you want this bow to face the other way, when you're beginning and you're crisscrossing, I'll show you real quick. So if you want a bow that's going to face to the right, instead of crossing right over left, cross left over right, left loop, and go that way. And then when you make your bunny ears and tie your bow, I cut this, so let's see if I can still get it to do what I want for you. Again, making your bunny ears and just crossing them. Then your bow will face the right side of your card or down, whichever you would like to call it. So that's how I would do those bows. And you can fiddle with this again. You know, I would put a glue dot underneath of here to make it kind of sit how I want it. That's a great thing about glue dots and score tape, is you can kind of fix your bow into the position you want. So naturally it's going to go a little this way, but if you stick 1 or 2 glue dots under there and just twist it gently, your bow will be a perfect side bow. So those are kind of my tips for bow making. Like I said, glue dots are your friend and they can help. And remember, you can fiddle, fiddle with it until you have it where you want it. Puff it up. But again, I would secure that maybe with some score tape under this side and then a glue dot here right underneath the knot. And that way it'll sit the way you want. So that's how I would do my bows.